Hi, today I'm going to show you how to use a coffee percolator. And this is what it looks like, and some of them are fancier than others. We have some that are real bright, shiny that we use for our more formal events. We also use these to make the coffee for our iced coffee for Javicino because it's easier. When you need large quantities of coffee, it could take a long time to sit at a coffee machine and keep making a little 12 cups at a time, 12 cups at a time. This you can start in the morning, and if you don't need it to fourth period, it's ready. So here is how you use this, and this is how you make it and allow for your timing. First, this one makes anywhere from 12 cups all the way up to 101 cups. So you have to first determine how much coffee you need. If you're doing a breakfast, you allow probably more than 1 cup of coffee per customer or per guest. Some people won't drink coffee, and some people will have 4 cups because it's what gets them going in the morning. But at a lunch, you don't need to plan 1 cup per person because a lot of people don't drink coffee after the morning. Okay? Next, this is the lid. It spins on. Okay? Just take it off. And it's got parts in the middle. This is the basket, and this is where you put the coffee. Okay, in here. And this is the stem. Okay, which holds the basket. Alright? So, the first thing you do is you fill it up with water to where you need. So let's just say our catering event is tomorrow morning. Alright, so we're going to get this ready and we're going to make 60 cups of coffee. So we fill it up till the water line is at the 60. Now not every perk has this clear tube, but the lines are on the inside as well. So you would fill it to 60, and here are the lines on the inside, right here. Okay. Then you put your stem in, and it just goes in the bottom here. And then your basket goes on top of the stem. Okay? There. Now it's time for some math. So the rule of thumb is 1 tablespoon of ground coffee per cup. So you're making 60 cups. So how many cups? You don't want to sit here and count 60 tablespoons because you're going to lose count at about 13 and have to start over and just keep doing it. So if you go to a calculator, all right, and you guys, almost all of you have phones, or you can use your desktop device. You take 60, and because all of you know there's 16 tablespoons in a cup, divide by 16, and you're going to get 3.75. That's 3 3/4 cup of coffee. Well, typically, you'll add an extra tablespoon for the pot. All right, but this is the equivalent. This is making like 12 pots of coffee. So if this were me, I would just add 4 cups of coffee. I would just round up. Now if this said 3.25, I would not round to 4. I would just round up about 1/4 cup. All right, just to make it a little bit more. So you get your coffee, you measure your 4 cups. I put my finger over this hole, and I just pour the coffee around here. Put the lid on, and put it on the cart for your catering event tomorrow. Now, how long is it going to take to brew 60 cups of coffee? You have to allow 1 minute per cup. So 60 minutes is an hour. So this must be plugged in and working an hour before, and more than an hour before your event, because some of your guests will arrive early. So if your guests if you're serving at 7:30, I would want this plugged in at 6. And periodically you want to let people check on this, and to check them, pretty much they talk to you. They make all these gurgling noises. So if you hear the gurgling, life is good. The coffee's brewing. These draw in a very, very large amount of electricity. And sometimes in schools and places, the wiring isn't, up to snuff, and you blow circuit breakers. So you need to keep an eye on this, because if the circuit blows, you have no coffee. And if you're a morning caffeine person and there's no coffee, you are cranky for the rest of the day. So we don't want that happening with our guests. And we've had catering events where our circuits have blown and we're panicking, running electrical cords across rooms trying to get coffee brewing because we know people need their morning caffeine if they're the caffeine kind of person. Now, another advantage of these is you can just make hot water in them for hot tea. So you do everything the same, except you don't need the guts. So you take the basket and stem out, put in your 60 cups of water, or however how much water you need, put the lid on and plug it in, and it'll be ready. All right, it'll get the water nice and hot. Now, something you need to know about these. Once they start perking, they have to run through the cycle. If you let's say you set this up on your drink station. You turn it on so it has started, and it's been brewing for 30 minutes. So it's half done, and you decide, you know, I think we're going to move it over there. That means you would have to unplug it and carry it. You cannot do that with these because it will start the cycle over. And it's going to start at the very beginning and re-brew those half of your coffee, and it's going to get burned. So the bad thing about these is once you plug them in and start, it's done. You cannot unplug it, move it, and start somewhere else. You have to leave it plugged in until you're done. The water, it wouldn't matter because you're not going to burn water. But the coffee, once it starts, you're not moving it. It needs to stay there till the event is over. All right? If you have any questions, you can ask your teacher or watch the video again.